One of the first things you're asked to do on Worksheet 3 is to conduct a quick and dirty search. But what is a quick and dirty search? I'll be showing you that in this brief video. I call it quick and dirty, not because that's a formal or academic term, but that's how I think of it. Quick and dirty searching is how we instinctively search. When you do a Google search or something like that, you think, okay, what am I looking for? Red sweater. Okay, so you type in red sweater. It's really not much more complex than that. But of course, I have to add things to this because this is advanced searching capability, so we'll be looking at that. But it starts the same way. Use your instincts. And the first step to do is to think, if you were writing the perfect article, what would you call it? And I'm looking for information on how games are used in distance education. I decide that if I found the perfect item, it would be called something like games in online education. So then step 2 is that I would search for my ideal title, but use the nouns only. In this case, games and online education. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm in Eric here, as you can see, and I'm going to go ahead and do a keyword search. This is a natural language search, so I'll be using some natural language methods. This is different from subject heading search. Notice that the default for this, for advanced searching, is keyword. So that's just fine. Obviously, Eric recognizes that how most people search is by using keywords. So my question again, how are games used in distance education? My ideal title, games in online education. My nouns only version of that is games. And for a second facet, online education. Well, our first line, games, is a keyword. That's just fine. The second one, note, this is a phrase. And I need to be able to tell Eric that I'm looking for this as a phrase. I want these terms to stay together. Is there a keyword phrase search? Nope, just keyword. So, how I do this is I enclose the phrase online education in quotes. Notice that this is somewhat different from searching for a subject phrase. Instead of using SU equals and then quotes and then using parentheses, you just use the quotes to keep it together. I'll show you in a second how that looks in Eric's syntax. But now I can go ahead and search. And check out how it shows up in Eric's syntax. It's KW for keyword, a colon, just like the subject word, remember that, with a colon, and then the term. My combining word, and then for the keyword phrase, remember how I had it in double quotes. Instead of that, keyword, colon again, online, W, education, and then parentheses for that entire phrase. W is a proximity indicator. Those are called proximity indicators. That's one of a number of them that you can use in this database because you're telling the search engine how closely and maybe in what order you want these terms to occur. Proximity indicators should only be used for natural language searches. They are not to be used for subject headings. But there's my syntax. And that I have gone from the initial question to an ideal title. I've decided what my key nouns are, and I've used keyword searching to indicate keyword words and keyword phrases. And on keyword phrases, again, our input with double quotes, and then stay with the keyword, colon, KW, colon. And then there's my search. The last thing to do in this, of course, or well, not really the last, but is to look at your results. Always examine your results and see how pertinent they are to your question. In this case, that's my quick and dirty search, but because we're taking it a step further, we're looking at what we've got, identifying really pertinent items, and then looking at the subject headings for those in order to build a grid of subject headings. In this case, I've already identified some, just to save time. I've identified subject headings for distance education, or online courses, and educational games. Now I can reconstruct the search as a subject search using those headings. Once again, after that, don't forget to look at your results and go back to the original question to see if it's been answered. So a three-step process: question, search, and reconstruct will guide you through your quick and dirty searching. That's it.